I was on mobile earlier and didn't have an issue, but Twitch always bugs out. Well, Pixel Thick, it depends on the content. It depends on the content. It depends on how heavily your chat's moderated. It depends on what you allow to have happen in your chat. You're on Android? She was on Android too. You had the same before on your iPhone. Must be a Twitch app thing. I wonder, Entropy, check and see if there's an update in the App Store. Maybe there's an update that has to be pushed out. They just haven't announced or anything yet. Because you know how sometimes an update gets queued up and it won't happen until like tomorrow morning at 4 or whatever? I want that. Your mobile's fine. She's on iOS. Let me get some water. By the way, guys, not tomorrow, today's Wednesday. Friday, we are doing the first half an hour to hour of the stream, maybe even longer. We're going to do just chatting. And we are going to do like a reaction type segment of the stream that we've never done before. We're probably going to pull up some internet pages, look at some things, and then go on with a game after that. If you're interested in guiding some of that reaction content, if there's a funny video or something that you've seen recently, in the Discord is a React channel. Toss your suggestions in there. Keep them PG-13-ish for now. We might lift that later. And we'll watch it. We'll go through that channel first, or we'll go through that channel as we're going through other things, and we'll watch some of the stuff you want to look at. And if it catches fire and becomes something cool, we'll make it a longer segment on Fridays. Hi, Savannah. How are you? Welcome in. And also, if you're a subscriber, if you link your Twitch with your Discord, you have access to a room called the Round Table. You can pick a game for us to play on Friday as well. There's a new format. If you guys participated in it before, there's a new format now, where if you want a community game, you vote for the post, but if you want me to play a specific game, you reply underneath it, and then you get votes on it, and the highest voted whatever will do that day. There is an update? Okay. I wonder if it fixes that problem. I wonder if it's a hot fix or something. No, officially Wiz. It has spaces, yes. We're not going to see it if it doesn't have spaces on your end. It's just something, it's a client-side thing, not a server-side thing. It's a visual bug. I wonder if that update fixes anything, Entropy. Yeah, I don't like how Twitch is doing that. I know sometimes when I leave and enter a chat really fast on my Android device, it'll double the messages. I've had that happen quite a few times. But this doesn't seem to be the same problem. Not something as easy as just restarting the app and having it go away. Well, Pixel Thick, that's how Twitch had all of that income stuff leaked a couple of months ago. Someone got a hold of the source code on the website and found all those figures. And they told everybody to do two-factor authorization and stuff. Amelia, enjoy work. Thanks for hanging out. That was a short break. No issues on Twitch. No update performed. Hi, Warner. Thank you for the update, dude. I appreciate it. You get double messages sometimes too? Yeah, that happens. That happens a lot. That's just a simple, you know, close it and reopen it. Savannah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Savannah, if you want to help me out, exclamation point help. You've already done one thing right there by getting that high emote. But if you want to help me out even further, there's a lot of things you can do to help me grow as a streamer if you want. Meejan, welcome back. More people are starting to have the same issue that you have, Meejan. Officially, Wiz has it. Entropy's got it. Pixel Thick, showing the ways of the armament to Savannah. Savannah, enjoy your ad-free viewing, your Sandy emotes, and your sword. And thanks for being here. Thank you, Pixel Thick. I appreciate you, bud. Oh, come on. I need to... I can't reach out there. Oh, juices. Am I building a terrarium? No, I'm building this gold farm, AJ. We're just getting a ceiling put on it. That way we can finally cut this floor out. I just didn't say I was on break when I was on break. Oh. Well, fine. I didn't want you talking with us anyways while you were on break. Bye, Amelia. Have fun at work. How do you get the rainbow heart? It's an animated emo. You actually have access to it now because you're subscribed. Right there you go. Someone gifted you a sub, so now you have access to all of our emotes. Yeah, you found it. Here you go. Those are all the emotes you have access to now. Or actually, you don't have the tier 2 and tier 3, but you got the tier 1 and the animated. And you got the follower emotes, but you can only use the follower emotes here in chat. You can't use them anywhere else, unfortunately. Y'all talking about generations, and I was just like, I mean, you can still say stuff, Amelia. You're more than welcome to do it. So, Stephanes, how are you feeling, by the way, from the other night? Is everything okay? Are you good to go? Savannah, that's the best dancing emo on Twitch. Use that everywhere, please. Star Trek Next Generation. What? No, Meejan. When we were talking about being outside and stuff and playing and whatnot. No Star Trek, Meejan. No Star Trek. Meejan. Still in lots of pain. They gave me pills and a muscle relaxer for 4 days, but it only helps when I'm lying down. Are you not able to lie down right now? Take the load off. Relax. Boop, 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 boop. I'm gonna hit these guys again. Watch them be like, and come after me again. You felt lazy, tried to clean, but it was a bad idea. Oh, I got you. Hi, Still Sharkin. What's up, buddy? I'm having a good day, friends. Good to see you in here. How's work today? Oops. Well, there goes that slab. Oh, gargling. Goodbye, buddy. I think I was on the very end of playing outside. Smartphones started becoming prevalent while you were in middle school. Oh, probably. Yeah, the Blueberry, or the Blackberry was a thing when I was just out of school. The Palm Pilot and stuff. That all was big. The Nextel phones with the little walkie-talkie and stuff. That's what was big when I was just out of high school. The cell phones existed, but they were like They were like super expensive. It was like, you know, crazy expensive for the phones, and the plans were crazy expensive, and there wasn't any signals anywhere. You had a BlackBerry Curve. I don't know any of the model stuff. I couldn't tell you one model over the other when it comes to BlackBerry. I just know it had a full keyboard and a screen, and people thought that was the greatest thing ever. Remember the Razor phones? Yeah, I do. Those are still expensive, Pure Solace. Those are expensive online. If they're functional. I used to have those calculator watches. Oh yeah, Entropy. Nerd. No, but yeah, those were badass too. No work for a while yesterday from the hospital with a newborn baby. Oh, that's right. You had a baby, dude. Congrats. Everything's well. Mother and child are healthy. Steel Sharkin losing his mind yet? All good. Everybody's healthy. Cool. Good deal, man. Good deal. Well, good luck, man. You got 18 to 25 years of questionable love and hell coming up. If it's your first one. If not, then you know the whole rigmarole. Now everyone uses smartwatches. Yeah, right, Pixel Thick. Well, I mean, you gotta think. Back in the 90s, being a nerd got you beat up. Sadly, this is gonna sound really bad, but it's true. Sadly, Screech and Urkel helped out with that. Screech and Urkel helped with making nerds cool. Savannah, I wouldn't try to push it too much. Just be a part of chat. That's the best thing you could do right now. People will dance if they want to. They can leave their friends behind. And if they don't dance, then they're no friends of mine. Visibility matters? Oh, 100%. 100%. Well, William Media, that's a big thing. You say that, that's a big thing with the LGBT community. Visibility matters. You know, 20 years ago, you were SOL if you were that way. Nowadays, you know, you got somewhat of a fighting chance. It's a little more widely accepted. People still don't like it, but it's, you know, it's the same thing, dude, you know? It's not necessarily like something that you want to be cool, though. You know, in the same instance, like, if that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. I think people want it more accepted than anything else. Drawing too much attention to it causes too much trouble. It's okay, Savannah. We're still here for you. Hi, Hafnium. I know someone that still has a calculator watch in the year 2022, and that someone may or may not be me. Hey, as long as it works, right? How was the observation today, Hafnium? Did you do well? Did you pass with flying colors? The reason why I said the whole being cool thing is because you don't want it to become a fashion statement, because then people will just declare that they have it just to be a cool, you know, to be in the in group. You know what I mean, William Media? Like, there's a lot of people that are just like, oh, it's just my OCD, when they really don't have OCD. They just kind of say it. So they dismiss it, and the people who actually have it struggle. That kind of thing. They're not doing it for the right reason. You won't know till Friday. I gotcha. Sleepy, they're like one step away from being taken care of, but I mean, people were joining them, so. Oh yeah, William, I know. But it depends on, you know, where and when and everything else. It takes time for it to be an old hat. I personally just want it to be no big deal. It feels like you're hated for it by many and then tokenized by the rest. Oh, trust me, Entropy. That's how it's always been though, dude. It takes a long time. That's the whole generation thing. It takes a generation for something like that to be normalized. And unfortunately, a lot of that's rule number one. It takes a whole generation to get that stuff going. Hi, Shutgo. Welcome back in, buddy. Happy Wednesday. That's why I said you don't want it to be a cool thing, Entropy, because then, you know, people begin hating on it and everything else. You get the oh shit. You get the what do you call them? The hipsters. You know, you start getting like different factions of that, and people who did it first before it was cool, and then you get different sects and different groups, and then that starts getting divided, and then people start arguing, and then it becomes a toxic thing, and then they shoot their own selves in the foot, and then there's self-destruction, and then it'll always be a thing, though, unfortunately. Yeah, it just takes work, and it takes understanding. That comes back down to the whole generational thing. It just takes understanding. William Media, that's awesome, dude. Pixel thick, I don't know what you're doing with that, but let's not get too crazy on that. But sure. Ah! I didn't know there were more! I thought it was just the one. We'll give them a second to calm down. Come through here for just a second. No, Entropy. I totally get that. And that's where, welcome to Walking on Eggshells 101. Now try and have that mindset and stream at the same time. Now you're in my shoes. Shut Gold, you asked me the same thing yesterday and you never did it. So this is your last opportunity before I don't answer any of your questions anymore. So if you're going to ask something, but don't ask me to ask something because that's your one question. Does that make sense? If you say, can I ask you a question? That's your question. So ask it and don't ask me to ask it. Does a gold farm need that large of a space? You need to, so AJ, here I'll show you. We're going to do the drawing again, guys. Check this out, AJ. This is what you need to do. The way Minecraft works, AJ, is wherever you're standing, in a sphere around you, 64 blocks in a circle like this, 64, monsters can spawn. Monsters will spawn everywhere. And anywhere within 128 block radius around you, monsters will stay. So this is 128. So let's say, for instance, you come from here all the way to here. There's going to be monsters that are hanging around over here. There's going to be a monster like here. There's going to be a monster here and a monster here. And that's going to take away that there's a mob cap in the game. And the more mobs you have around, the less mobs that are going to be spawned in your farm. So what you want to do is you want to set up a perimeter where you're standing at, You want 128 blocks that way and 128 blocks that way to be spawn proof. That way nothing can spawn. And you also want it this direction and that direction too. You want it all four sides, 128. That way when you come in and you sit in the one spot, nothing is around. That way when you build your farm, all of the monsters spawn in that farm. You get 100% monster spawning there. So what we're doing is we had to make this spawn proof 256 by 256. That way when we stand in the middle in the future, when we have our farm built, nothing but the farm will generate monsters. Does that make sense? So the space does have to be this large because it has to not have any spawns. See how there's a monster right there? Am I going to remove the lava floor? No. What we're going to do is we're going to dig this out and put lava back in its place. We're going to be putting lava everywhere to spawn-proof this whole thing. And what we're doing with that is, this is how we're going to build the farm. So this is lava. We're going to cut a hole in the middle, go all the way down to bedrock, and the farm is going to go from bedrock to bedrock. So the farm's going to be the entire length, but the whole area is going to be spawn-proof. I think we were just getting fired at. Yep. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me kill these things real fast so I can continue talking. I really don't want to pause if I can help it. Come on, go away. This is stupid. Die! Why'd you go behind a wall for? Okay. So, shut goals. So there's a thing. I wouldn't do anything to calm them down, but there's a, what is it? Hold on. I gotta figure out the right terminology. So there's a thing called a grounding method. Do you know what that is, Shut Gold? There's a grounding method, and what you do is it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do you know what that is? Doesn't look like 256, looks like 700. Well, so here, this is our XYZ. Do you see the X coordinate? How it says 448.9? See how it goes 447, 448, AJ, on the screen? Shut Gold. Look up the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 ground method. That's how you would do it. Walk them through that one step at a time. You see that? So if I were to go forward 256, that would put us right about 700 or so, right? Check it out. 500. 600. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 700. That's your 256. So it's 256 blocks. It just looks larger because it's empty. So yeah, Shut Gold. Look up the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 grounding method. That's what I would suggest you do. That should work 90% of the time. All right, what happened to our... I don't know what the 5 senses are? What do you mean you don't know what the 5 senses are? If you looked it up, you would know. 5 things you can see. So find 5 things you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 things you can feel. So reach out and touch something. It could touch this, touch that. 3 things you can hear. Your voice, someone else's voice. White noise, the computer. 2 things you can smell. The back of your hand, your t-shirt, the air. And 1 thing you can taste. If you look up that method, it tells you what the senses are. So if you know what it is, then you know that. You're not dumb, then why did you just tell me that you were? It sounds like you're just wanting to argue with me. So, are you trying to argue with me, or are you asking me a legitimate question? There it is. Stonecutter. Sounds like I'm just plain rude. You got me. I'm just plain rude, Chuck Gold. Sorry to ruin your night like that, buddy. Good luck with the rest of your evening, my friends. Would you like to leave on your own accord, or would you like me to help you with that? You let me know. Okay, let me get these blocks out here. It's out in the middle of nowhere. The roof looking good. Geeson, we got the walls up. We're getting the roof up, and then we should be good to go, man. How are you doing today? We gotta go get a bunch of lava here soon, too. How could I help you do that? Would you like me to? I do it by this. It's crazy that you don't even have to make the roof, but you do it anyways. Well, the reason why I do it pixel thick is because if I were to cut this open, well, I mean, it would look bad from the bottom. That's how. But like, if I used a whole block instead of a slab, and I cut this out 2 blocks high, something can spawn there. But because I made it a slab, nothing can spawn on top of the slab, so then we're good. What the? Did you see the text with no spaces? No. Number 9. That's a mobile bug right now on Twitch. If you're on mobile, it's just a visual bug on your end. We don't see no spaces over here, bud. You should be good to go. You can type normal. We'll be able to see it. Sleepy, that goes back to what I was saying earlier about the whole generational thing. Your facepalm speaks volumes. How am I today? I'm okay. I've had better days. Sandy had to go to the vet. She's got an issue. Hopefully it's not too bad. But she's doing well. She got some treats earlier. Oops. I just threw that. I didn't mean to do that. What did I throw? I threw a slab, right, chat? I hope I threw a slab. I think I did. It was a slab? Okay, cool. I was like, oh no, did I just throw a tool or something out there? You think? Oh, I still owe Meejan and Camaro Shell too. I gotta get those taken care of.